Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning for the third series on preparing for the July 2019 Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate. On this webinar call this morning, we do have folks from certification as well as others from our team who will be able to answer any questions that you may have. So throughout the presentation, if you would like to type in a question to the Zoom group chat, it will come to me directly, and at the end of the presentation, I will be able to answer those questions or bring those questions to the team here. What is the Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate? We're going to be calling it ECAC. It's a professional credential for individuals working in early learning centers in Louisiana. Today we're going to talk about the requirement, what is the ECAC, who needs the ECAC, how do we qualify for the ECAC, where do you apply for the ECAC, some supports that you may need for your teachers, some approved ECAC programs, and some next steps resources. The Early Childhood Ancillary Certificate requirement, July of 2019. Directors are responsible for verifying that their lead teachers in all Type 3 early learning centers have the ECAC as a minimum credential within 24 months of their start date as a lead teacher. Directors will be asked this as part of their program partner assurances that went out late last week. There is training available for the ECAC. As of July 2018, there were changes in this requirement for candidates completing training for their ECAC. Teachers earning a CDA or technical diploma should attend a BESI-approved preparation program. And there are many supports available for teachers to receive the ECAC. There are scholarships available to attend approved training programs, and teachers who earn the ECAC can qualify for increased tax credits, possibly qualifying for the highest annual refunded amount of $3,300 within 2 years. What is the ECAC? The Ancillary Certificate, ECAC, is a professional credential for teachers that are working in early learning centers. It is issued by the Louisiana Department of Education at no cost when a teacher demonstrates that one of the following credentials is met: a CDA or technical diploma completed at an approved ECAC program, an associate's degree in early childhood, a bachelor's degree or higher. Allows teachers to qualify these increased refundable tax credits, earning up to $3,300 each year. As of July 2019, owners and directors in Type 3 early learning centers will be required to meet the ECAC requirement to maintain their Type 3 license. Who needs the ECAC? Beginning July 1, 2019, lead teachers in Type 3 early learning centers will be required to have the ECAC as a minimum credential within 24 months of their start date as a lead teachers. Here's a few examples to look back on. If you began working as a lead teacher before July 1st, 2017, you must have that ECAC by July 1 of 2019. If you were just recently hired, you have 24 months of your start date as a lead teacher to earn this ECAC requirement. You're hired as a lead teacher, you qualify by completing a program at a BESI-approved ECAC program, have an associate's or bachelor's degree, and you apply for the ECAC. With a completed qualifying credential, you can submit the application for the ECAC. Application and evidence of the credential are submitted at Teach Live, Louisiana. The ECAC can also be used as a qualifying credential for directors. In this case, directors must earn the ECAC prior to becoming a director. How do I qualify for the ECAC? There are several ways to qualify for the ECAC. A CDA and a high school diploma or equivalent. Training must be completed at a BESI-approved ECAC program. a technical diploma in early childhood, an associate's degree in early childhood, or a bachelor's degree or higher. Again, training must be completed at a regionally accredited college or university if you're using an associate's degree in early childhood or a bachelor's degree or higher. Method 1, qualifying with a CDA and a high school diploma or equivalent. You must attend a BESI-approved program. Training for the CDA must be completed at an ECAC program. ECAC programs are high-quality teacher preparation programs designed for child care teachers. There are 22 programs around the state with new programs still being approved. Teachers at Type 3 centers may use Louisiana scholarships to attend an ECAC program. Teachers who had completed 36 hours or more of a CDA training as of July 1, 2018 are not required to attend one of these ECAC programs. They may complete their CDA with any trainer or provider. Teachers who cannot access an approved ECAC program may apply for an approved program waiver, allowing them to complete the CDA training at any location. The waiver should be earned prior to completing CDA training and prior to applying for ECAC. So please apply for a waiver prior to entering another program. The Louisiana CDA Assessment Scholarship is available to help complete the CDA credential. Method 2, qualifying with a technical diploma in early childhood. You must attend a BESI-approved ECAC program. Technical diplomas in early childhood must be completed at an approved ECAC program. ECAC programs are high-quality teacher preparation programs designed for child care teachers. There is currently only one technical diploma for the ECAC, which is Unitech. Teachers at Type 3 centers may use Louisiana Pathway scholarships to attend an ECAC program. Teachers who have begun this technical diploma in early childhood prior to July 1, 2018 may complete the program that they're in, even if it is not an approved ECAC program. Teachers who cannot access an approved ECAC program may also apply for an approved program waiver, allowing them to complete a technical diploma with any trainer. The waiver should be earned prior to completing coursework and prior to applying for the ECAC. Method 3 and 4, which is qualifying with an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. Again, this must be earned by a regionally accredited college or university. The associate's degree must be completed in an early childhood-related field. Bachelor's degrees or higher may be completed in any subject area. Teachers at Type 3 Early Learning Center may use Louisiana Pathways college tuition scholarships to support the cost of tuition if they are completing a degree related to early childhood. Teachers and directors who have earned the ECAC must renew the ECAC every 3 years through an online application process. The ECAC certificate may be renewed at the request of the individual's employer. The application must include documentation of 45 clock hours, 4.5 CUs, a 3-credit hour course of training in early childhood and education, and 80 hours of work experience with young children or families with young children in the past 3 years. Individuals who earn the ECAC through CDA may use a renewed CDA to meet the renewal qualifications. Where do you apply for the ECAC? Once the qualifying credential is completed, teachers and directors may apply for the ECAC through the Teach Louisiana Live portal. Renewal applications are also submitted through the Teach LA Live. Every applicant should create an account with Teach LA Live. Initial applications and renewal applications can be submitted through the same portal. Applicants need to include evidence of their qualifying credential with the application. For a CDA application, you must include the CDA certificate, a high school diploma or equivalent, and the transcript from the approved ECAC program. For a technical diploma, an associate's, and a bachelor's degree, you must include a transcript showing the degree of completion. How to access the Teach Louisiana portal. The Teach Live Louisiana portal can be accessed, and I've got a link here on the website that you can use. And then we do have detailed directions for just early childhood ancillary certificate applicants. That's very helpful, so please follow the link if you need help creating your account. Supports for early childhood teachers. There are several supports we've made available for early childhood teachers that are working to meet requirements for the ECAC. We have Louisiana Pathway Scholarships. There are several Louisiana Pathway Scholarships that may be available for teachers or directors that are working on completing the ECAC. We also have the School Readiness Tax Credit. Once the ECAC is earned, it may be used to qualify for increased SRTC levels. Based on the recent SRTC changes, teachers with an ECAC may be able to qualify for the highest level at SRTC, which is $3,300. There are 3 types of Louisiana Pathway Scholarships that may be accessed to support individuals towards their ECAC. There's the ECAC Program Scholarship, which covers the full cost of tuition and fees to attend an ECAC program for qualifying teachers working in Type 3 centers. Teachers may not already qualify for the ECAC. The CDA Assessment Scholarship may cover the cost of a CDA assessment, which is $450 for teachers and directors working in Type 3 centers that are having to have completed their training portfolio. There's a College Tuition Scholarship that may support the cost of completing college-level coursework towards an associate's in arts or a bachelor's degree in early childhood-related fields for teachers or directors working in Type 3 centers. Aligning the SRTC with the ECAC. Beginning in 2018, teachers who have the ECAC and qualify for the staff SRTC will be able to qualify for level 2 tax credits, which is $2,200. In 2019, teachers who have earned the SRTC in years prior and have the ECAC will be able to qualify for level 3 and level 4. Important: teachers that must submit documentation of their earned SRTC to Pathways to qualify for these higher tax credit levels. An original version of the SRTC tax form must be mailed back to Louisiana Pathways in order to qualify for increased levels. Individuals who earn the ECAC will have their qualifying certificate shared with Louisiana Pathways unless they have opted out. Individuals are responsible for reading and responding to any mailed information and requests from Louisiana Pathways related to their tax credits. Approved ECAC programs. ECAC programs prepare early learning center teachers to manage successful learning environments in Louisiana's unified early childhood system. ECAC programs prepare teachers to lead classroom interactions that promote child learning and development. Programs integrate opportunities to learn about and practice with class. Candidates receive many opportunities for practice. They use high-quality instructional tools that align with Louisiana standards. Coursework provides guidance on Tier 1 curriculum. Programs prepare teachers for using Teaching Strategies Gold and apply foundational knowledge of child development and learning. Coursework includes key knowledge on child development. Program results in a qualifying credential for the ECAC. As of July 2018, teachers and directors that are beginning training for a CDA or technical diploma will be used towards an ECAC must attend a state-approved program. These approved ECAC programs, there are 22 that offer training for CDA or technical diploma that can be used to earn the ECAC. Programs cover a wide range of provider types. There's in-person, there's blended, online, and organization types from colleges, child care resource and referrals, companies, and school districts. Early Learning Louisiana, which is an online format, will be expanding to serve all parishes by 2021, providing multiple training options to teachers in most parishes. Coursework provides support for teachers through coaching, formative observations, and feedback on classroom practices. Teachers may be able to use Louisiana Pathway scholarships to cover tuition at ECAC programs. If an individual cannot access an ECAC program, they may be considered for an approved program waiver. The approved program waiver does not excuse them from attending and meeting this ECAC requirement. The approved program waiver is for individuals who cannot access an ECAC program but need to complete training for the ECAC. The waiver should be earned prior to completing any training at any unapproved program. There are three circumstances in which individuals are considered for approved programs: living in an unserved parish, the program is full, or other geographic availability concerns. Individuals who receive a waiver are allowed to complete their training with any trainer. They must still have an ECAC as a minimum credential within 24 months of their start date as a lead teacher. There's many resources and help for this. You need to get hired, qualify, and certified. Identify when you will need to have the ECAC, 24 months after start date as a lead teacher. Decide how you would like to qualify for the ECAC. Enroll in a qualifying training program. And then once complete, apply for the ECAC through Teach LA Live. Next step for directors. We're asking that you verify your lead teachers will meet the July 1st, 2019 requirement. Who will need the ECAC as of July 1st, 2019? Teachers who have been in a lead teacher position since July 1st, 2017. When will the lead teachers in your center need their ECAC? How are they earning their ECAC? On our website, and a link here in this presentation, is the ECAC staffing map that you can use to create your plan of action for your center. Be prepared to sign your program partner assurances this spring, committing to meeting the ECAC requirement. Information about the ECAC can be found on the ECAC FAQs. On the ECAC FAQs are several links, such as how to access Teach LA Live, how to access a waiver, the approved programs. Please look at that document very carefully and follow the links on that document for further assistance. In October, all Type 3 Center directors received the October 2018 ECAC letter. Directors should complete the ECAC staffing map for their staff to make a plan for assisting lead teachers in meeting this goal. Attending an ECAC approved program. All approved ECAC programs are kept up to date on the ECAC program list. Louisiana Pathways provides information about scholarships on the Pathways website. The Teach Live LA portal should be used to apply for the initial and renewal ECAC certificate. Follow the directions on how to use Teach Live Louisiana in the user guide for ECAC. Teachers who cannot access an approved program may apply for an approved waiver, allowing them to complete their CDA training at any location. The waiver should be earned prior to completing any training at any location. Throughout 2019, the department will continue to provide information and resources to teachers and directors that have questions about ECAC. The department will host monthly webinars for the field reviewing the requirement. We'll be sharing this information in the newsletter with slides and recordings posted online. We'll post reminders and key information related to the ECAC and the EC newsletter. We'll post any new guidance or questions on the existing preparing and certifying pages on the EC website. And questions about the ECAC can be submitted to early childhood at la.gov. And certificate questions also can be submitted to certification at la.gov or through the Teach Live portal. There is a question, what is the link to the EC website? If you go to www.louisianabelieve.com, there should be a tab for early childhood. And then you would follow the next link to preparing and certifying teachers. Did that answer your question? Are there any other questions this morning? Okay, there is a question about type 2 centers. Does this apply to type 2 centers? And the answer is no, it does not apply to teachers at type 2 centers. However, directors at type 2 centers can use the ancillary certificate as a method to qualify to be a center director at a type 2 center. But no, it does not. It is not a requirement for lead teachers at a type 2 center. Okay, I have a reminder from the certification team to make sure that you're using a new application, that you go to the Teach Live portal to get your application, and that you're not using an application that a director or someone has given you. The language does change on these applications frequently, as well as some of the boxes and things that you need to submit with the application. So please make sure that you are using the most up-to-date application, which is always located on the Teach LA portal. Okay, I have a question about Head Start lead teachers. Head Start lead teachers would need to meet the requirements of the Head Start agency. Okay, there's another question in regards to the waiver. The waiver does not excuse an individual from meeting the ECAC requirements. The waiver only, if approved, would allow the individual to obtain their training at a non-BESI approved program. And we do maintain a list of these waivers, and there have been very few waivers issued. We will be working with our 22 agencies to expand to support our teachers. We hope to have all teachers receiving the ECAC certification. So please do not go on the certification Teach Louisiana Live website and submit a waiver with no documentation that you have completed a program. If you follow the link on the FAQs and on the early childhood provider preparing teachers link, you can find an updated list of the 22 programs that are available in the state of Louisiana. Those programs are expanding to allow additional parishes. So please, if you don't see your parish listed today, please check it tomorrow. We have been updating this 2 or 3 times a week to make sure that we are going to meet that July 2019 requirement by encouraging all of our lead teachers to be enrolled in some type of BESI-approved ECAC program. Okay, there are quite a few questions from Head Start. And again, I'm going to refer the Head Start back to your organization because I'm not sure exactly on the policies of the Head Start organization. And I do not have anybody on this call today from Head Start to be able to answer questions. If you can, since this is a private chat, if you'd like to leave an email or a phone number, I will have someone from Head Start reach out to you directly. Okay, I have a reminder from the certification team that current applications for certifications can be found here. And that's www.teachlouisiana.net. Okay, I've just had a Head Start representative come in and talk to me. And yes, if you are at a Type 3 center, then yes, you would be eligible for the tax credits. And yes, you would need to meet the same requirements as for the lead teachers with the ECAC programs.
Hey, this is Nasha. Just to clarify, Head Start teachers in Type 3 centers must meet the requirements for teachers to be certified. If they hold the traditional certification, that's enough. They don't need to then also go get the ancillary certificate, but having the ancillary certificate will qualify them for higher levels of SRTC. And they don't have to go through a BESI-approved program to get the ancillary certificate if they have a bachelor's degree as a Head Start teacher in a Type 3 center. Or do anything?
No, so that was one of our ways to get the ancillary certificate is to go ahead and submit your bachelor's degree transcript with the application for the ECAC ancillary certificate. Again, these certificates are available at no cost. Please use the Teach LA Live site and the most current application. Do we have any other questions today? Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.